Using the elliptical concentric on my F5, I really had planned to bring the double D again, but I forgot it. But this is just as good. The double D yesterday, or the day before, was pretty much torn up by the EMI or RFI interference out here. So basically what I can see with this one is whether or not the elliptical concentric in the same area is going to be as much affected. And like I said, I was running the Gold Bug double D, which I think is close to identical to the F5 double D coil. So that could also have been a complicating factor. So I'm using the F5 concentric elliptical coil back out at this park to see if now I won't get as much interference. So I'm going to give it a shot. Easily be trash. So fortunately there's not much grass here, so I don't really have to cut. Yep, trash. Cancel down, and I get what appears to be a zinc penny. At least it's not crusty zinc. So on to the next. I did find out that the elliptical concentric coil is less sensitive to the EMI around here than the other coil, but it does feel it, so I have to turn the gain down, but not as far down as before. And I got another zinc signal and got another zinc penny, so not a great day so far. Let's see. I don't know if that's quite 2 inches. Should be just a quick pop-up though. Nope. Well, it's not bad. It's actually a dime. I don't know why it had it going at 2 inches, but it's a dime, so at least that's something. This with the detector. So it's not very deep. Nope. Cancel. But unfortunately, nickel signal could be almost anything. But it's not deep, so it's worth a try. Square tab, of course. I think I'm going to change the F5 is a good detector, but I think I'm going to change that nickel setting and take a indelible marker and put square tab over the top of it. Is its overload. See, I dug this anyway just to see what it was. But see, I'm getting overloads here periodically, and it shows it's a very large object, and it's actually some covered wires, not powered up, but just covered wires. And that's very good because a lot of the detectors I've got doesn't give me that information. Don't give me that information. I don't know why they don't overload on that, but the F5 does, so that's a plus in its favor. Looks like I might have another nickel signal, which probably means I got another square tab, but let's give it a shot. At least no square tab. Nice little square tab this time. Just another piece of metal. F5. Good machines. Don't trust the nickel. Of course, we all know that there's so much crap that falls within the nickel signal that we can't trust it on really any machine. So can't really hold it against it. Not much luck with these so far. So we'll see how this one turns out. Eventually one of them's got to be a nickel. try a rusty washer. That's it. Big rusty washer. Nothing there. I'm getting another quarter signal here. And amazing above all, I have an actual quarter. Okay. You start getting excited over quarters, you know how the day is gone. So, let's see what this one is. There you go. Looks like a dime. The F5 started out slow, but a quarter and a dime, probably less than 3 or 4 yards from each other, and of course I'm on my way out of the park, which is usually how it works. Move that one in. Nah, squirt. Oh, Lord. Pretty soon, but I got another one, so I will go through this one more. Well, at least it's something different. Some kind of wire mesh. Nothing good, though. Nickel signals, not good. Well, we all know that in trashy areas, so I keep complaining about something that all do take. This is Texas Tiger Digs with a roundup today that includes 2 hunts. And the reason it includes 2 hunts is this. One of my hunts was very short and consisted of 2 zinc pennies. And I could not, in good conscience, even though this sort of bends my guidelines, but I am giving you a stated separation here, punish my my subscribers. And I want to thank the people for subscribing to me. My subscriber base is increasing, and I really do appreciate it. So it's really heartening to know that my little suburban detecting videos at least have some little interest. You know, I see the guys out there with the hammered coins and the Roman artifacts and everything else, and I think, you know, the only thing we can do is to work within the bounds of what we have available around us. And right now, I'm in the suburbs. I've got a relatively demanding job, so I have a bare minimum of spare time. And on the weekend, you know, I want to keep a relationship going. So, but I'm getting my digs in, and I'm getting my videos out. So, you know, love conquers all, but metal detecting can be jammed in the corners. In any case, here we go. Like I said, I had a 2 zinc day. I think I'll have those digs, and they'll be in there, and I'll give it a separation so you guys will have a definite know that you do have these 2 zinc days. And there was an array of trash with that, but it wasn't a large amount, and I think I just threw it away because it was a 2 zinc day. Anyway, today I went out, and it's been went out for about 45 minutes. I plan to go a little bit longer, but you know, I'm working within the confines of lunchtime. And during this little one, I had a quarter and 2 dimes, and I pretty sure, you know, barring camera defects, that I have those as live digs. So those will be cool. The zincs, I don't believe they're live digs. Anyway, this is the crap I got, and I went out again with the F5. This time it was, you know, less testing and more. It was in my car, and I wanted to get a dig in. But so these were some of the nickel signals I got. So all of these were nickel signals. So I can't hold it against the F5 because we all know that the nickel signal encompasses a load of crap. So this is the crap I got. Anyway, that's, you know, that's it. And by the way, I did figure out some things between these two digs about the F5. It's very sensitive to the EMI and radio interference in my park. It is really sensitive if I have the double D coil on there, which is a larger coil. But if I use the concentric coil, I can tune down the gain to a lesser extent than with the double D coil. Now, this does not mean that the F5 is a bad detector. It just is sensitive to EMI, and I think the EMI and the radio interference in the area, because I'm under some power lines and some transformers. That's what's causing it. I know that. But I do believe that it is very sensitive to a certain kilohertz range of detectors. So, you know, I think between like 6 kilohertz and 12 kilohertz, or 8 and 12, or somewhere in those lines, it has a great deal of effect. It has less effect on the gold bug, which I believe is 18. It has a marginal effect on the Tejon, which is, I may have to put that in the guidelines below, but it's 12 to 14 kilohertz. And it had virtually no effect on my Sovereign GT, but Sovereign GT, you know, has multiple frequencies you can use, so I probably just had the correct frequency in place at the time. And you know, but you know, nickel signals are questionable. They're questionable and everything. But the quarter, I confused one dime for a quarter, but that was it. The other one was a dime signal. It was a quarter signal. They were all very effective. The zincs, every time it says a zinc, with one exception, I dug up some zinc wire. You can guarantee it's a zinc. You can guarantee it within limits it's a zinc. Okay, that's all I've got right now. I'm going to be going out with two of the lower end. I have my compadre, which I tell you I always keep in my car, and I'm going to be taking out the Eurotech Pro. I haven't taken it out for a spin in a long time. So I'm next. My plan is to have a budget spin in a new park that I've found, and I'm going to be using the compadre and or the Eurotech Pro, both, and I might just use one day and one another. But we're going to get them out, and we're going to see what we can do in a budget. You know, I love those detectors, so I don't think they're going to do any worse than the ones that I've got that are several $100s to $1,000 more. You know, so we're going to give it a shot. Anyway, this is Texas Tiger Digs, and I'll see you at the next hunt.